Hello, hello, hello. Wherever you are on this celestial world we call Earth, I truly hope you are having a bountiful day, evening, night, wherever you're located. Like I always love to say, welcome to my channel on Blender. Welcome all. I welcome you. Whether you a Houdini user, a Maya user, Cinema 4D, 3S Max, on and on and on, we are still members of the 3D creation family. So I welcome you all. My topic for the day in my series on Node Wrangler. I'm going to be covering, in my mind, one of the most important time-saving nodes out of all of them in my mind. I'm going to be covering the delete node command from the node tree. The node not going to disappear off the screen. It's just going to be detached from the node tree. So here we go. Now, I hope to you see the beauty of this Node Wrangler feature. So let's go to shading, where I have everything set up at. Alright, here we go. Now, if you got a node-based 3D system, it's the same for all of us. Here, I have my mix node highlighted. Here's my mix node. If I wanted to remove that mix node in the old days, I would have to do this. I would have to come right here to where it say color, remove it. I would have to come here to where it say the factor, remove it. I come over to color, and remove it. Well, I'm just gonna hit another node. I'm just gonna hit another Wrangler feature because I'm in a moving car. So I'm just gonna delete this little thing like this. Okay, it's gone. See, I'm using Node Wrangler feature. I'm in a moving car. So this is the way in the old days how we got rid of that node from the node tree. But you see, it was destructive. It was destructive because now none of these nodes right here where I have my mouse circling, none of them are no longer connected to my principal BSDF node. So it's destructive. Let me put it back to the way I had it before. Let me hit Control Z a couple times. So okay, back. Now all we have to hit is I click on this node, and I'm gonna hit Alt D, and zap. Okay, wait, I'll move that. Alt D again. Alt D. And it's detached. Look, it's detached. So for the visual learners, let me go back. Go back. More. For those who visual, all I hit was, let me get my pencil. Alt plus D, and that helped me to detach my node easy. I mean, it's not 100% perfect. You know, Blender's open source, so everything may not be working as well as it is if it was a commercial product, but it worked good enough. So I'm gonna go back to my mix node. I'm hit Alt D, and it's detached. See, it's detached. It got rid of the factor part, but hey, I can eat. Oh, I know why. Because the factor is only connected to this mix node. Let me hit Control Z again. Let's go over that. See, color right here. It's connected to color, and it's going up here to this color, and it's coming out. Right here, it's a factor, and over here, in my principal BSDF, it don't got no factor. So that's why it cut the node, this part completely. So I'm gonna hit Alt D again. And there it is. Then we come down here to this node, the add node. Remember the old ways, the old days. I'm gonna do the old method from old school. I have to try. I'm not even gonna try to, because remember it's a hassle to break. See, it's like, okay, good. The old way. You detach it here, the old way, and attach it. See, you see that mistake? Now I'm trying to detach it, but something else growing, so it will add to your frustration. It adds to the frustration. So let me see if I can detach this. So it's adding to the frustration, so I have to detach it from the input. See? You see that, right? It was adding to our frustration, fighting with the nodes. I'm gonna put it all back the way it was originally. Okay. So all you gotta do is hit. How many things was this thing connected to? Okay, it was connected to. All you just gotta hit Alt D. And let me see this. Let me see this. My Musgrave node gray socket is going to a value which is gray. My value is gray, so it's going into a gray. So hopefully when I detach that, it still should be connected to the Musgrave. So you got to do a little bit of math here. I'm gonna click on the node I want to get rid of. I'm gonna hit Alt D. And you see, since I know the math behind it, Alt D again. See, it's detached. And since I was connecting gray to gray, it still stayed connected. So, why? Before I leave people, so this is a node that you will love. You're going to love this node. Because you know when we had those sophisticated node trees, it's always a node that you want to get rid of. But now, you don't have to go through all that hassle of disconnecting several noodles. And when you disconnect those noodles, you break the chain. We just now saw, when I did move this add node, I did not break the chain. If you had to delete it the old school way, you had to break the chain completely and then reconnect noodle to noodle. But with this Alt D, remove node feature, it's no hassle. So thank you for stopping by for this lesson and why you should learn how to use the node Wrangler. And if you're using Blender like me, you could think about node Wrangler. I can use it in a compositor. I don't know if we can use it yet for the geometry nodes, but I'm sure we will one day. I haven't tried it with the geometry nodes, but I know you can definitely use it in a compositor. And I know in the future editions, if it's not ready yet for the geometry nodes, it will be. Beginners who's looking at this lesson, remember, I keep saying it over and over, never become discouraged. Remember how it was when we was children. A young baby never gets discouraged. They try to walk, they fall. They try to pick up a fork. They can't do it. They can't do it. They can't run. But they never say, I give up and quit. A young baby never quit. So go back to your infant behavior. Don't give up. New beginners, you keep pushing forward. Until the next time, Blender family, 3D family, wherever you may be on this planet, peace. Get rid of. I want to stop this.